there was some fun today. We got the joint practices started here with the Lions leading up to the game. And to quote a certain song, everybody was kung fu fighting, and those cats were fast as lightning. Because damn, they were fighting. Like, yeah, like if there was like a character from Forrest Gump at the practice, it'd be Lieutenant Damn. Because there was fights left and right, guys.
Lieutenant Damn, you ain't got no F's to give.
Someone's in the comments section like, it's Lieutenant Dan, not Damn. We know. But yeah, there was 3 fights during the practice. 3 fights. And it's listen, last year we did the same.
I was about to say at least
practice.
At least after watching Hard Knocks and talking about how David wants some dogs, at least he showed some dogs in his practice today. Because last year they were kittens.
Yeah. Like we weren't even kittens last year, or like little baby lizards or something. I don't know what to
eggs.
Like, yeah. It's crazy. I mean, we got our butts handed to us last year, guys. If you remember, we had a shared training camp there with the Lions. That was the talk the whole entire time, is that the Lions came in physical, the Lions came in ready. Well, guess what, guys? Look what kind of season the Lions had. Now, I'm not saying the Giants could be physical and repeat that success. That'd be great. I won't complain. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's necessarily realistic. But that being said, the fact that we actually looked like we had some huevos to us there at that point, the fact that we decided to go ahead and, show a little kahunas at that point and fight back and be a little physical ourselves there, and the Lions couldn't take it. I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it. Yeah. I mean, one of the plays
after they played us last year, preseason, right? They come in like it was like you said, they kicked our butts. We played in regular season, like it wasn't a good thing. Like it was the Lions beat us.
Yeah.
But they probably came in expecting the same old song and dance, and guess what? They came into a rude awakening.
Yep. And instead
they
of
woke up on the wrong side of the cat box.
Instead of us playing Aerosmith's same old song and dance, we instead played Olivia Newton-John's "Let's Get Physical." Physical.
Physical.
I think that was Daniel Jones in the leggings. But yeah, I mean, one of the 3 fights. Amon-Ra St. was getting a catch there, and as soon as he caught the ball, he kind of just stopped, and Dane Belton went and smacked the damn ball out of his hands, basically. Listen, it's a live ball. I want these guys doing that kind of stuff in games. So why would I not want them doing that in practices? I guess.
Yeah, we talked about this last year, too, because like you're going to play the way you practice.
Damn straight.
Anyone that competes, they know that. You're going to – the way you train, the way you practice is the way that you're going to come out and compete.
Yep.
Majority of the time.
Yeah, and Amon-Ra St. took a little offense to that, and he pushed him. Next thing you know, there's a whole entire thing going on. And listen, heat in the moments, just saying that around. Like, no issues with the players at that point either side. Like, I want a little heat on both at that point there because.
You're talking about the heat in the moment? Are you talking about Asia? Or are you talking about Amon-Ra St.
Wow. I don't even know who sang that song. We got random song references in this segment now. But, like for St. Brown both and for Belton, this is a. It's a heat of the moment thing where you just lose you lose yourself a little bit there, and the quote Eminem. And
I was going to say, we're going to go for another one.
And it just happens. And listen, you want that from your team. Like, you so should want that from your team. You want people to get a little excited, to get a little fiery. And the biggest one of all of these fights that I loved, and listen, there's been all kinds of people talking about how they don't like it today. Oh, this is the one guy who shouldn't get into a fight. And that's Daniel freaking Jones. Because, listen, that should be his nickname now after this. Daniel freaking Jones.
Well, it should be something else, but YouTube won't let us put it up.
Yeah, they will, but they'll hit us if we curse too much.
Yeah.
But, there was a play in there where Daniel Jones took offense to one of his linemen getting pushed when he thought the play was over. And DJ went in there and pushed the guy right on back. And you know what I had in there going at that point? I had T.O. crying, go, that's my quarterback. That was the image that came to mind. Like, people talk all the time about Daniel Jones as a player. And again, listen, if you want to knock him for some of the stuff he does on the field as far as reading defenses, some of the throws, I get it. Like, none of us here on this show are going to complain when you do that. Like, we're going to sit there and say that, yes, these are valid points you're making. But what we've said all along is, if you take the football play itself out of it, which I know sounds stupid, he's everything you want in a quarterback. And
he's a leader of men.
Exactly that. If you don't think it matters whether or not you are a leader of your team at the quarterback position, you're kidding yourself. It is part of the
equation. Don't, yeah, it 100% is. I mean, I guess look at what happened with the Patriots. Although they had a whole bunch of quarterbacks, but like, look at the last couple years of Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers there.
Yeah,
he didn't lead those people.
Here, I'll give you the example.
But did they though? Did they?
They still got the NFC Championship game. We take that in a freaking heartbeat. So I'll give you the example of a guy, and I'm gonna get a little slack for this myself here, but I don't care. Kirk Cousins, very talented quarterback. He is talented. The man is not a leader, straight up. The man does not have that recognition of being clutch, rallying a team around him, going for the big win. He just doesn't have it. Do you want that? Because you saw when those two went against each other in playoffs, what happened. DJ was up to the challenge, and Kirk Cousins forgot what down it was and what yardage he had to get to. That's what happened. So, it was.
Yeah, there's a difference between being liked by your team and being the leader of your team.
Oh yeah, and they like him. Listen, the
Cousins is liked. You're right.
100%.
Yeah,
but is he the leader? No.
I just want to make sure that's noted.
It's a very good note. It's a very good note there. But DJ literally has the ability to lead the team. Now he has to have the play to match that as well. That's part of that. Like, he needs to have a better play than he had last year, because you can be the best leader in the world. If you have shit play, no one's going to follow you. That's the truth. Because they're going to get frustrated. Guys want to win. It affects their it affects how much money they make and bring home to their families. That it does matter.
It does matter. You're not wrong. But I mean, look at Henny last year. He led the Commanders. Didn't play well for him, but he led them. The team rallied behind him. Let's also look at
Henny.
What came to mind, like when you were talking about that, was like Chad Pennington. It was like, the guy didn't have the arm strength, he didn't have everything there, but he had the knowledge of football.
He's a leader,
and the team rallied behind him.
He's a leader.
So, and like he was smart. He had the he had the football IQ, he had the leadership. He just didn't have the physical attributes to be a great quarterback.
Yes. Now, I got to read you guys the quote of the day in this whole thing. And it's from one Spider-Man, Brian Burns, talking about Daniel Jones getting to the fight. He said, "Oh, Lord, Daniel got jiggy with it. Daniel was out there with it. Yeah. I'm going to need him to back up. Let his O-line handle that. Daniel is a competitor. He's a fighter. I don't think anything less from him, but I don't need him in there. I don't need him to get hit. Keep him healthy." And
I mean, he's not wrong.
he's not, but I love it. Like, I seriously think go in there, DJ, because you know what? When you got a lineman that you're protecting, and then later on they got to protect you, and they see that you're willing to do it back, that matters.
It goes so far.
Don't think that. You just don't freaking. Not even like you don't know football.
Human connections.
Basic psychology, like common sense. So love to see it. Love to see the fact that we're fighting. Love the point of being scrappy at that point. There, like, listen, we were any scrappier, we'd be a little puppy on a TV show with a pup named Scooby Doo. Okay,
yeah,
that's where we're at. See if we get the Scrappy Doo reference. I figure we made enough music references here. But yeah, like I said, guys, I don't expect us to have the same kind of year that the Lions had, but I love the fact that we're fighting with them because that tells me we're probably going to maximize the talent that we have in this roster.
100%.
Because we don't have nothing. We just don't have a lot.
Well, we got a lot more compared to last year.
That's not saying much.
We also have a lot more compared to 2 years ago, and we also won a playoff game 2 years ago.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying we can't get to the playoffs. I'm not saying we can't win a game perhaps in the playoffs. I'm just saying
we're probably not going to lose to the 49ers in
the championship game. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to keep it realistic while being somewhat excited.
If you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.